Welcome back, everyone, to the Song of Waves and Wind, and I have received a message from Mizadi, something about scouts, so let's find out what she's talking about.
This valley belongs to the Shagani and no one else.
Thank you for your haste in seeking me out. I received a disturbing report from one of my scouts, and I would like to discuss it with you. Ooh, what's the problem?
Travel with care, friend. Dangers are all about.
Surash, one of my scouts, has returned to me with a harrowing report from southern Imhilar. The rest of her scouting party has gone missing and haven't reconvened in a fortnight. A fortnight? Yes, she fears the worst. I am duty bound to stay here and defend Umak from Okisho and his Barkuzim in Kurazar, but I wish to ease her fears and deliver a resolution to these disappearances. Would you investigate these rumors with Suraj? She can be found near the swamps of Zahumak in southern Imhilar. I would mark the locations on your map. I would consider it a personal favor, Pine Leaf. Alright, so I need to head out and speak with Suraj and find out what has caused the disappearance of the scouts. I believe that I have found the scouts. Ah, here she is. Hello there. What's the situation?
This valley belongs to the Shagani and no one else.
Mizadi said that she would be sending her best, and that is you, I assume? I am heartened. I fear that we will find some danger out there. This is where we all were supposed to meet. I dared not investigate further south for fear of not coming back myself. I'm not worth much in a fight, I'm afraid. Would you explore the southeast near the Zahumak, the marsh, and see what you can find? Alright, so scout the area southeast near Zahumak for signs of the scouts. And I presume that if I do find them, I'm to help them in any way possible. But that will be this way into the marsh where we have all those lurkers going around. Oh, I'm wondering, do they fall victim to the lurkers? Because that's something that certainly has happened in the past. Now, let's keep an eye out for... You see the scouts. I do? Oh, yes, I do. Okay. You see the scouts, their bodies beginning to bloat in the marsh. Well, that's not good. This scout met a violent end, his armor gouged in deep curved cuts. Okay, what about this scout? This scout did not see her death coming. The back of her neck is caked with blood. Was it the lurkers? I mean, they certainly know the swamp pretty well, I would presume. Probably better than most of us. What about this one? This scout fought valiantly, but his wounds are numerous, his chest punctured with arrow heads. Arrowheads? Arrowheads. That doesn't bode well because, well, I am sure that we have rather talented lurkers here. I cannot imagine them being able to fire arrows. It's just not something that would occur to me as being likely. They are numerous, and I think they've been known to house nasty insects and the like, but and these vines certainly won't qualify as arrows. See, these are the things they like to employ in order to help them in a fight. But arrows? I don't think so. Now, let's see if we can find any clues here. Something other... what is this? It's a sword. This discarded sword in the style of a Subuzuri guard. Okay. What's this? A pile of armor, burned and discarded. And this. Oh. A bird. Well, I doubt this bird could fire arrows either. I mean, yes, I know that corvines can be smart, but that's a bit much even for a corvine. And how we have clues here. A scroll detailing movements of a group of Orkai under a new banner. A silver lion. A silver lion. You mean like this one? Well, a perplexing banner of the silver lion's head, similar to the image in Mikazi's standard. Well, I think it's time for us to get back to Sarash. Ah, here she is. Well, I have bad news for you.
What say you, traveler?
They're dead? I dreaded this moment, but it is still worse than I had feared. They were good soldiers and better people. I'll mourn them. We'll double up our patrols for now. There's something dangerous about. And this banner? No. I have never seen something like this before. You should report this straight away to Mizadi. That is the next place I was planning to go. I have bad news, ma'am.
What say you, traveler?
Yes, this is the outcome that I feared was true. Still, I appreciate the news, grim as it is. Thank you for bringing this to me. I fear that this is a new group of fiends harassing the southern border. And the banner? I've never seen it before. Strange. It's quite similar to my own banner, the lion. I wonder. Well, no matter. If they are attacking my scouts, they're no friend of ours. We have quite enough to worry about with Okisho in Kurazar, but I will think on this more. Thank you, friend. All right.
I have a personal matter with which I would ask your assistance, friend.
I have received word from my spies of a rumor that my husband, Eshtali, has recently been seen outside the crypts of Eshkamahi in the south of here. What he's doing there, well, I have no idea. The leader of the Barkushim that accursed Hisho claimed to take him when he drove us from Kuranzar. I thought my precious Eshtali long since dead. I know it is dangerous finally, but I feel a dagger and hope in my chest. You have accomplished much with me already here. There is no one I trust more on this mission than you. Please, make your way to Eshkamahi and look for him. You will know him by the crimson robes that he always wears. I have sent Rizal ahead of you to scout the terrain. Speak with him when you arrive. Oh, and Pine Leaf, if you are to return with my husband, know that you have given me a gift worth more than any victory in this war. All right, so meet with Rizal outside of Eshkamahi. Gotcha. There we have Eshkamahi. Ooh. Looks like a bunch of tombs to me. This is as far as we have been able to advance. The restless dead of Eshkamahi make it impossible for us to scout any further. You have shown yourself quite capable in a fight, My eyes are keen, but my sword arm is slow. Would you scout further into Ishmaki and search for the signs of Ishtali? I will remain here in case you or Ishkali have need of my aid. Okie dokie. I shall do so. Thought I saw something moving in the area. Perhaps I was just thinking, okay, I need to go find clues around Eshkamaki as to Eshtamal's whereabouts. Oh, yeah. That's a handful to remember. Of course, it's not too much to remember if I don't try to remember the names. Like Eshkamaki. The only reason I can remember it is because it's floating right above the head of this Crypt Guardian. Alright, so now, see if I could find some sort of clue in the area. Well, disembodied arms. Oh, we could do that. And we could bring the battle to the Crypt Guardians. You go. Oh. Who's fighting me? Oh, there's another arm here. It's an entire army. Now, where do I search for clues? Ah, I see something just ahead. Maybe this is a clue? This is... You find a ballad detailing the fall of Kurazar to the Bush Kalashim. Okay, a ballad of the events. Oh. We have a Crypt Sentinel. But I thought I saw something else up ahead. Oh. Really? I gotta fight the arms separate. Well. Just find a body to go to. Ooh. What is this? A robe? You find a fashionable robe, burned and bloodstained. Well, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. I mean, if it's fashionable, it means it's recent, as opposed to something the dead might be wearing. Okay, and now anything else? Other than more, oh, is an arm, right? Oh, in fact, there's the third item. Oh no, I need to find 5 items in here. All right. Completed. Dead Slayer of Imhilar. The thrills. Always a follow-up deed. Okay, let's look at the effects. You find a piece of chest armor, gouged and warped. This is not a good sign. Ah, what is this up here? Looks like a sword and shield. You find a sword and shield, both broken beyond use. Okay. And that means just one more clue then. So that we can answer this mystery. And perhaps be able to return and get rid of all this disease stuff that's going all over the place. Oh. Here it is. That's not good. A member of the Restless Dead with fresh sword strikes carved into its bones. Hmm. Well, let's continue searching. Maybe we'll find something useful. Oh. Alright. No, that's still the scroll. Anything else around here? There's gotta be another clue somewhere. Uh-oh. Looks like a man? Or is it one of the dead? Okay, let's get this. Yeah. Hmm. You have found Ishtali, and he's dead. Time to go back and report. Well, we'll report as soon as we get through these crypt guardians or whatever they are. And for you, all right, there's the scouts right over there. I'm surprised that they were ignoring them and coming right after me. Whatever. This is the worst fate that we could have feared. With the way now cleared, we will recover Ishtali. We will treat him with the utmost respect. You should let Ms. Zadi know what this into haste, and bring what you found of Ishtali's. This is grim news indeed, and she'll want to hear it, and from your lips. Wonderful. I'm the one who has the wonderful news to report that her husband is dead. Alas, this is worse news than even the previous time.
Thank you for that news. Hope is a cruel master, and one that has now abandoned me.
I remember when I was a girl, my sisters and I would make shapes, shadows on the wall. We would make funny animals, ducks, and rabbits, and chickens. Oh, and the stories that we would tell, the adventures those rabbits and ducks had. Such stories! Those days have long passed, but when I close my eyes I can still see those shadows, dancing, vaulting, gambolling. I still hear their peals of laughter. When my husband came home, I would first see him by the shadow that he cast on the wall. So broad and powerful, that shadow was a harbinger of my precious Ishali coming home for me. Just like my sisters, I sought comfort in the shadows, always steady, strangely solid. After he was taken, I am ashamed to say that I forgot what his face looked like, once so familiar to me. I can no longer see his face. All I see of him now is the shadow on the wall, unsubstantial like a wraith, endlessly dancing through the memories. Endlessly dancing through the memories.
Is there something you need?
What shall she do now? We're going to look into that answer in the next episode of The Song of Waves and Wind.